that benefit you. You can't always turn back to the survivor mindset whenever you need it the most. You have to learn how to use it in ways to where you will never need it again. Whether that be you learning how to stop smoking, whether that you be learning how to stop overspending, how to stop overeating, how to stop oversharing. We go through things, we go through the toughest moments, and I truly understand that it builds your character. That's what I believe in. Adversity builds character because there's a lot of people out here that are talented, that'll go through adversity, that are smart, that'll go through adversity, and they won't use what they're blessed with to get out of those situations. And then I'm gonna give you an example. Just like all the athletes in this world, there's a lot of athletes that go through the toughest time, but they don't let that take away from their talent. But it's some talented athletes that when they hit adversity, they say, I'm not going through this because I know what I'm worth. I'm not going through this. I'll hold out. People aren't going to lean on that athlete. People want the people that are going to continue to strive through adversity because that shows your true character. Who are you going to be when no one's paying attention? Who are you going to be when it's your toughest moment and everyone is still depending on you? Who are you going to be? Because that person is who you truly are, and that person is what your character represents. That's what your last name represents. That's who you are as a person. Not who you are when everything's going well, but who are you when everything is going bad? That's what's going to build your character. That's what's going to show people who you truly are as a person. Because a lot of us are blessed with gifts that people need from us, even when we're going through our toughest times. Who are you going to be when the lights are dim and you can't see nothing? Are you going to turn around and go towards the entrance, or are you going to try to find the exit with the least amount of light that you do have? Because the people that's going back to the entrance, they still got to make it out through that tunnel, whether they like it or not, whether they're going to keep waiting for more light to come or look for a cheat code to get to the end of the tunnel. Who are you going to be through adversity? Because adversity builds character. These storms that you're going through, these storms that are continuously impacting your life, they're going to go away, but they're going to come back. So who are you going to be? How are you going to represent your last name? How are you going to represent the people that depend on you? How are you going to represent yourself? Because a lot of people, like I said in the last episode that just passed, a lot of people depend on bad coping mechanisms. A lot of people say, I'm not going to do it. It'll solve itself. I'm just going to smoke my pain away. I'm just going to drink my pain away. And whenever it ends, it'll end. And all you're doing is this clock that you think is just spinning, and it has an expiration time that is going to automatically punch itself out. No. Most of these clocks, they depend on you to punch them. And if you're not going to take accountability for what's going on in your life, whether you're at fault or not, that clock is going to keep on spinning. Because one thing about time doesn't wait for nobody. The same way we wake up every and each day, and the time is continuously going to be the same. It's going to be 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Time isn't going to say, okay, I need him to get his stuff together, so I'm going to pause at 2 o'clock. It's not going to do that. It's not. Time is no one's best friend. Because at some point in our life, we all have an expiration date. So you can continue to live in this terrible way that you already don't like and don't want to fix until your expiration date comes, or you can get up, fight for what you love, fight for what you want, and fight for yourself and the greater life that you deserve before your expiration clock is due. Because at the end of the day, we all got our time, whether we like it or not. Are you going to live in the best moments, or are you going to live in your worst moments? That's up to you. Solely. And like I said before, it depends on people's circumstances, because we're not all blessed to have the particular resources, the particular knowledge in order to get through these hurdles that we may experience. But that is no excuse, because we all have the decisions in order to figure out what we're going to do. And that starts with the coping mechanisms. And I preach it all the time because I'm so big on mental health. Is the simplest things that we can do. Motivating yourself, setting goals, setting standards, setting boundaries. All these things are simple coping mechanisms that can lead to greater goals. Once you have discernment and you learn how to separate everything from the cloud and the smoke and the fog, you'll see the bigger picture. You'll see that you don't have to always turn to drugs and alcohol in order to be better. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I'm saying in order to cope, that's a terrible thing to use. You don't always have to turn to what's familiar in order to grow and to do better. Those people that you're so comfortable with, they may be the reason why you're going through what you're going through. But you don't want to take accountability for that because you think that you can fix them. You think they can change. That's not always the case. Some things are interchangeable. Like you can't change it. You cannot control certain things. And that's the biggest thing in life. You have to be able to control what you can control. These people that you want to do better, you can't control them and have them do better. That's something that they have to do on their own. The places that you go to, the jobs that you love, the jobs that may be holding you back from reaching that higher level, you can't control them. You can't tell them what to do. You're on their clock. You're on their time. They are allowing you to do whatever you do, and they will move forward how they want to move forward. It's the same thing with people and places and just everything in life. You can't control what's not yours in a sense. Control what you have control over, and whatever you don't, let it be. Stop dwelling on the things that you have no control over. If your car breaks down, if it breaks down out of nowhere, don't beat yourself up about it. You can't control that. Your car is going to break down at some point in time in your life. It's not your fault. It's truly not your fault. It's a lot of things that happen that we truly have no control over. Whether that be people stop speaking to us, whether that be people treating us incorrectly. Even if you're the nicest person in the world, somebody's going to be disrespectful for you, whether that be the waiter at your table, whether that be the person that didn't hold the door for you, whether that be the teacher that didn't believe in you, whether that be your friends that you thought would support you. You have no control over their actions. You cannot physically